You guys know how to talk.
Lisa, did you get your cards?
Say welcome to the
Welcome to the Friends and Family of the Point Out the Club's holiday annual Christmas party.
The door prize ticket. And that's your appetite.
No, we already did.
We already took care of it for you, my dear. Door prize. Awesome. Check them out. Right here.
Which one? This one's your appetizer. Or is your appetizer?
We also have little ones down below. I didn't want to put offers in them.
For the serving appetizer right now. This is your appetizer ticket.
That's it? No happy holidays? Is it no happy holidays?
Happy holidays to you.
Glad to be alive, right?
It is great to be alive.
It is. My two clowns.
prósperos años y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, feliz Navidad, feliz Navidad, prósperos años y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, prósperos años y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, prósperos años y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, come on. Feliz Navidad, prósperos años y felicidad. All right. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, prósperos años y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thanks for having us.
Okay, can I welcome my wife, Mary? I guess she's going to sing, do a reading. I lost it.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Mary, and I'm a member of the Pulling Out the Club, and I'm going to be reading my recovery story I wrote from my heart. I grew up in a household with my parents and my two sisters. My dad was an alcoholic, and he was abusive to my mom. I went to school up to the 11th grade. I tried to be happy growing up, but at times it was very difficult. In 1997, my parents divorced, and I became very sad. At the age of 19, I started with crack cocaine as my drug of choice. Sorry.
It's okay.
Which made me feel on top of the world. As my addiction progressed, I became more addicted, and all I cared about was where my next high was coming from. I didn't care what the consequences could be. All I cared about, I seemed to care less about myself, my family, and my life. I supported my own habit. I would lie and steal to get what I wanted. As time went by, I saw myself worsening as a human being. I started using family, which eventually hurt me as much as I hurt them. I began feeling worthless and alone, but there was no one to blame but myself. It was my own fault. My mental health, my mental health became more and more noticeable. I started to be depressed all the time. I knew that I had to change my ways. I missed my family, my friends, and especially I missed myself. I needed to accept the fact that I was hitting rock bottom. And as of this day, I am 16 years clean and sober. My friends, but most of all, I love myself. At the age of 21, I was diagnosed with bipolar and manic depression. I began to blame myself for everything going on in my home and around me. I was homeless and I didn't care about taking care of myself. At times, I wished I was not living. I let my well-being spiral downhill. I just wanted to make things better and be happy, but I was afraid to ask for help. My friends and my family would tell me to get help and that they loved me. Hearing those words made me realize that there is hope, but I wouldn't listen. It took me a while to realize that I was wanted. Before coming to the Point After Club, I would sit at home and feel like I was useless and unworthy and not a part of society. I found the clubhouse by reaching out by the phone. Ever since becoming a member of the club in August of 2017, I feel that I have grown as a person in many ways. The Point After Club supports me in a manner that allows me to be happy, and I don't have to pretend to be somebody else. The club also showed me that I am somebody, and that is true, we are all somebody. I do not have to pretend to be anyone else. I get up every morning with the ambition to get to the club before it opens. My relationship with my husband, family, and friends have improved greatly. My hopes and dreams is to remain a productive member of society and a member of the Point After Club.
Can I welcome Dolores next?
Good evening, everybody. My name is Dolores Bruce. I'm a member of the Point After Club in Lawrence. I want to give a short story of my recovery. Since I have been going to the PAC, I have a different outlook on life. I do not flare up like I used to do. I learned new ways to prevent myself not to get upset and angry towards other people. I stay out of the hospital because I take my medicine faithfully every night. I'm not shy anymore. I learned to open up to people and make friends. I also learned to have respect for authority. I do not contemplate suicide anymore. I respect myself now because I know it is wrong to do bodily harm. I now realize I have a lot to live for. I have goals I want to achieve. I am a better and stronger person than I was years ago. PAC brings out the best in me because of the wonderful staff and support they give me.
How's everybody doing? Good. My name's Fernando Lando. Bunch of things that Mary said affected my life too. When I was young, I didn't have family to raise me. I was on my own. My boyhood, my partner, and crime was crack cocaine. That's all I cared about. I didn't care about nobody else, just that. And I kept on and kept on and kept on. I was falling myself down. I went to the army. I got kicked out because I stopped doing crack cocaine over there. It's a situation that I couldn't even bear to hold. My father, he was abusive. I was sexually molested, physically, mentally, and sexually. I was molested by my father. Things that is hard for me to forgive. Which I try to do, but it's hard, you know. And I've been moving around, traveling different places, different towns, living in different places. Until I finally stepped down in Lawrence, where I found out my kids were. I came looking for my kids. But I still was the same old Fernando. Didn't care about nobody, just me and my crack pipe. That was my boy. That was my partner in crime. We're gonna go all the way with it. It's kind of hard sometimes to explain your own life, but I explain it because I'm opening up from my heart. I'm opening up because sometimes listen to people and people talking to you, it helps you realize who you are. Nobody introduced me yet, but I had the privilege of meeting Mayor Denny Rivera about four years ago. And I consider him a friend since then. Then I came into the Point Actor Club. I joined the Point Actor Club to be realistic. This is not funny, but it's the truth. I thought it was a dance club or something. I can come dance. I guess I was wrong. Point Actor Club accepted me in. I was still doing my bad things. And they didn't stop me from doing what I wanted to do. They welcomed me as I am. I made a mistake once. I went up to Tom and I told him I made a mistake. I have regretted that. I've been regretting that mistake up to now, you know. But since I joined the club, my life has changed. My relationship is good. I just recently got back from Puerto Rico to see my mother. You know, and got beautiful friends here in Point Actor Club. Outside Point Actor Club, I want to thank Tom and everybody for give me the opportunity to join this club. Let's hope we all can do the same thing. Thank you.
Everybody, can I welcome Tom up here, please?
How about those members? Beautiful stories. So we're part of a tremendous community here. Not only here in Lawrence, the clubhouse community is actually an international community. But I want to focus on Lawrence right now. You know, we were supposed to get these aprons. We'll show them next year too. They say Point After Club. They came with the shipping didn't arrive. Sorry guys, but it says Point After Club since 1980. A legacy apron. We've been around since 1980, starting at the YMCA. And I just want to mention that we've always had tremendous support from the Lawrence community. And I know that that stands now in the present time with the current people that are in office. We have today in the room, we have Anna Libby, City Councilor. Anna right here, thank you so much for coming. We all know that this community's been through a lot the last couple of months, you know, with our membership. And the gas disaster that happened back in September, and we're so fortunate to have the leadership that we have from City Hall and the mayor. And I want to bring up Mayor Daniel Rivera, welcome back, a good friend of the Point Actor Club. I want to say he did a wonderful job in leading through this crisis. We're almost through it, and let's give him an opportunity to say a few words here in this holiday party.
Merry Christmas! No. Merry Christmas! Feliz Navidad! First of all, thank you for having me. I really appreciate this. I love this dinner. It feels like, you know, home. It feels like people loving each other. Thank you so much for inviting me. But the people who have put this together, who run the club all year, you gotta start off by saying that. So, Tom, can you come back here? Tom makes this look easy. It's really hard to provide you guys a place. Round of applause for Tom and his staff. Stand up, point out the staff. Point out the club staff, there you go. Some of them are dressed like Christmas trees. And I understand that the VinFen leadership is here too, right? Christy's here for VinFen. Can you raise your hand so everybody see you? There you go. Everybody, the leadership of VinFen, thank you for the support they give to the club. Thank you. Round of applause for them. Come on, let's go. It's happy time. All right. Y'all can sit back down. Another thing, just to take a chance for, I know that the members of the Point After Club make their families proud every day. And I know that they love you very much, but I think also we need to give a round of applause to the families to support the members that are here. So families, thank you so much for all you do. I just want to say that, you know, I grew up in the projects in South Lawrence. My mom had problems with alcohol. When I got out of the service, my family had been just kind of scattered all over the place, and I was couch surfing the first year that I got out of the Army. I didn't really know what was going to happen. I got, you know, thank God I got into college and I got to go there. But nothing feels lonelier than you're fighting with some stuff inside your mind that you know that you not have a place to lay your head or go to a place where you feel like you're part of something. And don't you love the Point After Club saying, everybody's somebody. Yeah. You remember the Point After Club? Yeah, you somebody. Because the world's a hard place, life is hard, but at the end of the day, if you have somebody that can support you, a group of people, they don't have to be family, they just have to be a member, they can support you, a nice staff that creates a nice warm place for you to come. I think that's what life is all about, and you can get through every day, because every day is hard. Every day is hard, but you can get through every day if you have each other. Thank you so much for that. Can I take a couple seconds to recognize some people?
Yeah, all right. Tell it to us.
Johnson, can you come up here for a second? Come up here. Oh, they always like give me two things I can't because I have like a hand in. Everybody's one of my staff members, Jocelyn.
All right, Jocelyn.
Julie Sullivan, where you at? From all the way up back, huh? They were hiding her. Bonnie DeRosa. Bonnie DeRosa, where you at, Bonnie? Bonnie's the Christmas tree? Where's Bonnie?
Bonnie!
Tom's up here right.
Bonnie!
Oh, she left. And of course, Tom. Come up here.
All right, Tom! Julie!
There's a recognition, a certificate of recognition. Come close. For your valued dedication and continued commitment to health and wellness in our community. Congratulations on being honored tonight at the Point After Club. Thank you for making Lawrence better. Merry Christmas.
Mary, work it.
Where's our photographer's at?
Love you, Julie.
Yes, you can.
Tom got one too, though. What's Tom's?
Don't worry about
You're
Tom.
special.
I already had my party. Oh, I'm working. Oh,
Okay. For your 17 years of hard work and dedication to the Point After Club and the Vinfin community and all that other stuff. Even though you left the club, you didn't really leave the club because your spirit's there. And we like to present you with flowers, and you can open this up and show everybody.
That's awesome.
So it's a collage, and it says, thanks for the memories.
Come on, Julie! First, let's give it up for our mayor for always working so hard for our community, right? So, first I want to thank everybody on my new ACCS team for coming out. This week we've had
I've been doing a training called Recovery Coach, and this week my new co-workers we've been bonding. So I just want to give special recognition to Nicole and Mary Jane that have been riding in the car all week, and we've been doing Somerville together and just spending some quality time. And also to Jessica, who came out on the team. Thanks for coming out. If you want to know more about ACCS services, please come on back and ask us. We'd be glad to talk to you about it. But in terms of the clubhouse community, you don't even know. I probably talk about the clubhouse at least like 10 times a day. Even this week at the workshop, I'll be like, well, at the clubhouse week. And it's been tough because I've been trying to fix my language. I've been thinking, I'm like, oh, you know, and so thank you for just that reminder of, even though I don't get to be a part of the clubhouse every day, that I really do miss, that I'm still part of the community. And as we know in the community, right, that it's such a proud place to be. And I'm so proud of all of the members who've done such hard work and all of your recoveries and everything. And I just pray you continue the hard work. Oh, and thank you.
Those are flowers for you to say thank you. And we do think of you often, and we miss you. And once a member, always a member. Okay? And if you're doing it alone, you're doing it wrong.
So at this time, we're going to be giving out a major award, the Rose T. Coppinger Award. So I want my family to come up. But if you don't know, my mother Rose was the founding director of Point After Club, getting people out of Danvers State Hospital back in the late 70s. The Point After was named by the charter members, and we do have one charter member in the house, John Newberg. Stand up for us, Johnny. Stand up right there, brother. Johnny was with us from the beginning. And Point After actually stands for Point After Hospitalization, Point After Danvers. That's where the recovery begins. That's at the Point After Club. It's a community of work. And we honor someone who has contributed to our community each year in my mother's name, the Carrie and Sharon, so my family, come on up. And I'm going to have the mayor call him up because he has something for him too.
Thomas Scarfield, please come up. Thomas Scarfield. Thomas Scarfield. Thomas Scarfield, where you at? Handsome devil. Well, it's special for me as mayor to honor the legacy of Tom's mom and honoring you. So I just wanted to say thank you on behalf of the City of Lawrence, a certificate of recognition of your value, dedication, and continued commitment to health and wellness in our community. And thank you so much for making Lawrence a better place.
So a few years ago, my wife Linda, where is she? Here. She was our function coordinator today. Give it up for Linda too. Helps us out every year. It's unbelievable. And there's a good man, there's a great woman, and this is my lady right here. But, so a few years ago, Linda worked at our workplace, the clubhouse in Burlington, and I went to their open house, and I met this young man right here from the Central Middlesex NAMI chapter. We had a conversation. I told him that NAMI stands for the National Alliance for Mentally Ill, and they support people in their recoveries with all types of different services. And Tom said, well, I told him about our chapter, our local chapter had closed a few years earlier, and I told him that, and he said, well, you know, maybe you could join our team for the NAMI Walk. Come down to an ice cream social. So he come on down with his buckets of ice cream, and we had a nice ice cream social, and this guy's been coming ever since. He's been a tremendous cheerleader for us and supporter, both in many different ways. The Central Middlesex chapter, we have a NAMI walk, Walking for the Minds of America, during the month of May each year. And we've been walking for many years, and now we walk with the Central Middlesex chapter and our agency, VinFen. And We raised probably about $600 this year. Central Middlesex come back and 2 weeks ago gave us a check of $1,000. After that, he raised anything. But it's far more than that. It's far more than that. He comes back and gives certificates to the walkers. And, you know, when we talked about, the second is the truth, Tom. When I said, well, we got to figure out who's going to, you know, who do we give these caring and cheering? Well, we believe in decision by consensus at the club. And the room just started saying Tom. They wanted Tom. And I mean, and we are so fortunate, we have a lot of gratitude to him and to the Central Middlesex chapter and our relationship with NAMI. Actually, we're starting we're doing a peer-to-peer group starting on February 4th at our clubhouse, which is a group for members and peers. I see Debbie here. We got a Wellness Recovery Action Group too here at the clubhouse. But without further ado, we got the clock. Come on over here, Anna and Mary. Anna and Mary. This is my sisters. My brother Billy over here. And my brother-in-law Jackie Shy. I don't know who's out there somewhere. Where are you? Come on, Jack. Jackie boy. He's out there somewhere. He's watching. So, it says the Rose T. Carpenter Caring and Sharing Award presented to Tom Skurfield in grateful appreciation for outstanding service and devotion 2018. I forgot to mention that during this period of time, Tom became the president of NAMI Mass, a whole state, and has led us through very difficult times. So he's a tremendous advocate for many of the causes that we all are, you know, in line with, and so I want to thank him for that also.
So first, I should thank everybody who organized this event, because this is one of the most wonderful events of the year. And it's really a real credit to this clubhouse and to Tom in particular and all of the staff that they put on this kind of event. It's a really wonderful thing to see. So I came to this clubhouse about 3 years ago, and I was absolutely startled by the enthusiasm and the atmosphere of this clubhouse. This is really the best clubhouse that I have ever been to. There's always something special going on, and as I'm always really surprised when I come to this clubhouse on a continuing basis that something new is going on. It's an art show, it's organizing cleanup at the park. There's all sorts of things that this wonderful club does, as well as supporting all of their members through their recovery. And that in itself is a spectacular thing for this community, and I just congratulate everybody in this clubhouse for all of the things that they do. Thank you.
Tom Skurfield. Caring and Sharing Award winners that are present. I want to acknowledge them. Kathy Graham, you still in the house? Kathy, where are you? Kathy Graham, stand up. There she is. Kathy was our art instructor, helped us for many years, still does. And where's Ginny? She must be right here. Ginny from LCAT, we have a tremendous relationship. We're working on a show, Frame of Mind. We also have all of our events videotaped here, and we're on YouTube and all kinds of good stuff. So let's thank you, Jenny, for coming once again and for recording our event. So maybe we can bring up the jug band, shift this event a little more to more festive, festive as it is. You guys are wild tonight, huh? Come on. Merry Christmas, everyone. Come on, let's hear it.
All right, folks, listen up. We need the blue tickets for the door prize. And let's start calling numbers.
So he's gonna pick one, but he's gonna shake the basket first. But I think, what do y'all think? He's got to shake a little himself. Come on, a little weight shaking. There you go. Oh no, everybody didn't see it. Do it again. All right. Get something good. Get something good. No pressure.
Seven, 2, 4, 6, 1, 9.
Richard!
Hey!
All right, Richard!
What you want? What do you want? One more. One more.
Ringside. Yeah.
7, 2, 4, 5, 6, 0. Hey, look at mine, right on the table.
Say it again.
7. Okay. 7, 2, 4, 5, 6, 0.
Hey. Going once. Going twice. Go.
7, 2, 4, 5, 6, 6.
Say it again.
7, 2, 4.
Here we go.
Gentlemen, heck. You want a $5 gift card and marshmallows?
Thank you very much.
Merry Christmas. They want us to shake it.
We'll do one more?
One more?
One more?
Or they want us to shake it though? Come on. Let's shake it.
7, 2, 4, 6, 4, 0.
No way, really? Tonight's our night.
$5 gift card and a chocolate local mix. Oh, thank you.
All right, last one. Then let's go to the band play.
One more?
Let's see the band ready.
You guys ready?
Let's see if they're ready.
You ready?
There's just a few other folks we wanted to recognize. Our colleagues from Haverhill are here, the Haverhill Clubhouse. We wanted Christy Joyce. Come on up here, Christy, for a second.
I think they're ready.
Three those up. 5 years ago, we were under turbulent times. The Department of Mental Health had put out a new contract, and we were really wondering where we were going to end up. You know, we were at the Masonic Temple for 29 years, and we got a new agency, VinFin, that awarded our contract as of July 1st. And I can tell you that we would not be in this room without the support of VinFin, but in particular this young lady right over here. We want to give it up for Christy Joyce, the Director of Services. And we look forward to many, many years. Well, many more years. On with the show. So we got the Jug Band coming up. This is a song.
Have a good day,
folks, we've got radar in the sky has reported that there has been a sighting coming down from the North Pole. Okay. I know he's busy, but every year he takes a little bit of time to come here and visit us. And we'd like all the children, 12 and under, to come on the front of the room here. And let's sing Here Comes Santa Claus. Come on, guys. Come on. 12 and under. Okay, you ready? Better watch out. You better not fight us. You better not fall down. Tell you right. Santa Claus is coming to town. Checking twice. Gonna find out who's naughty tonight. Santa Claus is coming to town. Oh my God! Ladies and gentlemen, Santa Claus!
Nate! How old is Nate? 2 years. Why not?
That's for Nate. There you go. You're welcome. Who's next? Charlie. Charlie. How you been? You been good? Merry Christmas. Mommy and Daddy. Charlie. There you go. Real good.
Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll